Hey there, Purple Marine 81 here. As you can see, this is going to be going over the 1911. For those of you who follow my channel, you're going to already know that about a month ago, well, actually I think it was probably about 2 months ago, I put a video out there where I was really kind of asking you guys, like, what do you prefer and what should I buy? Because I was in the market to buy a new handgun, and I didn't really know if I wanted to go with one of these guys or a Glock, because I've never personally owned either one of them. I've fired various different Glocks and various 1911s, but I've never owned one in my personal collection, and I really wanted to get one of them, and I didn't really know which one to go with. So I figured the best thing to do is just put a video out there, ask you guys, get some feedback on it, and I got a ton of responses. But what was really funny was that when I went back after a period of time, like I did give it a little bit, like I waited probably about a month or so, and then I went back and I kind of like tallied everything up, and out of all the answers that I got, it was almost a dead even heat between people that said, yeah, go get a 1911, and people that said, go get a Glock. So I was like, well, you know, what the hell do I do now, you know? And so I gave it some more time and just thought about it. I did some more research, lots of research. I'm really big about that. I never purchase a firearm without extensively researching the crap out of it. So now, even though I've never owned one, I know quite a bit about them. At least from a fact standpoint. Because in my opinion, you don't really know that crucial amount of information until you've got one in your hands and you've got a lot of experience under your belt shooting it, working on it, etc. So what I decided to go with is one of these, is a 1911. For my own personal reasons, I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to start another argument over all this. But that's what I decided to go with, was a 1911. And initially, the reason why I wanted to go with one of these, I don't know if you can see that on the slide there, but this is the model that I wanted to go with, was a Rock Island Armory 1911. Full size, more of like just a GI style. No frills or anything. I mean, this is as plain Jane as you can get. And I wanted a Rock Island Armory because they had a lot of good things being said about them. Every person that I ever talked to, or responses that I got from people, said that it was an excellent 1911 for the money, that they were surprised that it was as good a quality as it was for the money, and all this. And they've got lifetime warranties and yada yada yada. So I figured, well, since I've never owned one before, this would be a good place for me to start, price-wise, because I didn't really know if I wanted to shell out, $1,000, $1,500 for a real high-end 1911 when I've never owned one before. So I figured I'll just start here, and even if I'm not like super fond of it, and I have shot them before, so I didn't really think that was going to be a problem. I'm only out $400 or $500. But anyway, the problem that I'm at now is, for those of you that don't know, I used to own my own firearms company. That what we did is we basically purchased, like say, a stock firearm like this, and jazzed it up, modded it out, did paint jobs on it, customization basically, and then resold them. We didn't really do much in the way of handguns. It was more in long guns. But if you're curious about some of the stuff that I did, you can reference some of my videos on my channel for, I think I've got an AK-47, a Sega 7.62 in there that I had in my personal collection that I did some stuff to get kind of an idea of what we used to do to it. Or them, I should say. But that's what I like to do for my personal firearms, is I like to, and I guess I should have, that's a good word for it, is personalize them. I don't like to have something that just everybody's got. Like, I want to take this and I want to change it and I want to make it mine. So that kind of lies the problem, is I don't really know what to do about quality-wise. This is my dilemma. I want to buy this handgun, and I either want to turn it into that, or, let me get you a better shot there. Move you over. Or that. Now, I know some of the things like I won't be able to do that were on, if you're not familiar, this is a Springfield Armory model. I don't know the exact model of this one. But the other one, this one here, this is a Sig. They call it the Scorpion. Some things I won't be able to do is like the rails. I know that I won't be able to do that. And the serrations on the slide, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that as well, because Sig has this extra layer of a thicker portion of the slide that has steel that runs along the bottom band of it right there. And then that's where they have the front serrations cut in it. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that to this. You see what I'm kind of showing you there? Is I don't know if I can do that or want to do that, because I don't want to in any way compromise the integrity of the slide. So that might not be able to be done, and that's not that big of a deal to me. Most of it, honestly, is just going to be more of a cosmetic thing. Some of the things that I will be able to change, and I will change, is probably the trigger, extended beaver tail, skeleton eyes, hammer, that kind of crap, and the grips on the side. So my question is, in getting this firearm, and changing it to look like that, or like this, is both of these, Springfield Armory, at least to my knowledge, from everything that I've heard, and the Sig, are excellent 1911s. So what I need to know from you guys, and what I need help with, is, in your opinion, do you think it would be better for me to buy this lower end, buy the parts that I do need to change them out that aren't the same as for, like the hammer and everything, and do the mods myself? Or would it be better, do you think I'd be more happy in just buying one of these higher end ones that are already like this from more of a quality standpoint? What I'm trying to get at is it worth the money to just buy one of these that's already like this, rather than buy a lower end 1911 and then do it myself? Because what I'm afraid of is, I don't mind doing the work. That's not really the issue here for me. The issue that I'm having is, once I get done, am I going to, from a quality standpoint, am I going to be like, well, I wish I would have just spent the extra money and got one of these? Or am I going to be like, well, you know what? I'm glad I didn't spend the extra money, because not only does my 1911 look like this or this, but because I bought this, it works almost just the same as far as functionality or quality, and it looks just as cool. But it only cost me half of it. You see, I'm kind of getting at there. That's what I need to know, and I've been debating about it, and I just cannot make up my mind. So I figured, if one of you guys or ladies have personally owned one of these two, either a Sig 1911, I mean, and especially these models in particular, if I'm lucky enough to find somebody who either has owned this one, I don't really think there's probably anything internally done differently about that, rather than just something to make it look different. But I know there's some different things as far as the Scorpion goes, with the rails and that kind of stuff, and I don't know if that has an external extractor. That doesn't. And I don't think this does either. Let me scroll down here. Bear with me, folks. I'm trying to explain this as best I can. It is internal. Okay, so that's something that's different too, is that the Scorpion has an external extractor, and the other two are internal. And I don't know, someone should tell me if this is Series 80 or 70. I don't really know if that is or not. I know that the Rock Island, and I believe that's also Series 70. But that's what I need to know, guys, and I need some help. So if you've owned one of those two, and you can tell me, hey, and realistically, don't be one of those guys that just is like, oh, it's a Sig, or it's a Springfield Armory, so it's automatically it's just better. Don't be one of those guys that just says that. You're talking about a substantial increase in the amount of money. Is it worth it? Is it going to be worth it to buy the better one? So there you go. Thanks for toughing it through that video. I know I kind of dragged out there a little bit trying to explain what the heck it is that I needed some advice on. But as always, thanks for watching, guys. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them. I'll be happy to answer them if I can. And hopefully what's going to happen is, once I'm done doing all this crap, and I get done either modding this out, which I'm going to try to do videos of if I do that, or if I just buy one of the other ones, I'll show you what I did and why, and hopefully this whole process that I've gone through will in turn be able to help any of you guys out, or ladies that have been trying to decide the same thing. So anyways, thanks again guys. Thanks for watching. Purple Marine 81 out.